Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and this will be my week 2 progress vlog about my experience with the ketogenic diet or the Atkins diet. Um, Basically, these are the stats. I've already lost 6 kilograms, which is about 13 pounds in 2 weeks. It's pretty damn good. Gone down like an inch and a half, 2 inches in my waistline. My arms are getting thinner, like I can see more tendon now than I was able to before. I feel really good. That's kind of what matters, really. And I've done a lot more research for the past week, and I've come to the conclusion that this is pretty much the best thing I can do right now, diet-wise, because I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna go on the low-calorie, low-fat diet. That's just pointless for me. Like, I need to eat stuff. I need to consume. And with this diet, I don't eat as much as I could if I were to be on a low-calorie diet. Like, I eat, as I said in my previous videos, around 2,000 calories. That's pretty much all I need to get me through an entire day. And that's really low for me because like if I'm not on a diet, I can easily go through 4,000 and without a problem. So this is really good. I've made a Facebook page where I can answer people. It's like facebook.com/Zooc's weight loss journal, posting like various things and then answers to questions that people have and whatnot. Basically, it's for people that want to try out this diet and that need to lose weight, not for people that just randomly like Facebook pages. That's kind of pointless. Because I doubt a skinny person would care that, I'm on a fucking diet or whatever. So it doesn't matter. But I'm going to take the chance in this episode. So the conclusion is that it works. I mean, it really does work. I've bought like a bunch of books, read a bunch of shit from different sources, saw documentaries over documentaries. It's too good. It's good. But I am going to use this opportunity to talk about the supplements that I take, because that's also another side of my diet. I take supplements because I work out and because I want to build some muscle mass as I lose weight, which on this diet is not as easy to achieve because I don't eat enough to build a lot of mass, but I'm hoping that with the extra help from the supplements, that's gonna be somewhat achievable eventually. So to start off, these are multivitamins. These are good to take whether you're on a diet or not on a diet, because most people nowadays don't get their required source of vitamins anyway. Like, the most important are all the letter ones, A through E, K, etc. But for me personally, the most important one is potassium, because nothing is more annoying than a fucking potassium deficiency. I've had that before when I was in Sweden. I had a potassium deficiency, and you get these insanely painful muscle cramps in parts of your body that you had no idea could get muscle cramps. And the solution to that is to eat a lot of kiwi and bananas and something else, which apparently have a lot of potassium. But since I can't eat fruit on this diet, I'd rather take a pill and solve the whole shebang. And I think I still have a little bit of potassium deficiency because when I was at the restaurant, I got these cramps in my rib muscles, like intercostal muscles, I think they're called. And oh my god, did that hurt. Felt like I was getting fucking stabbed in the ribs. Really bad stuff. Another thing that I take is flaxseed oil. This is apparently an anti-inflammatory. I'm not sure how true that is. But what is true is that it has a lot of omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, which are, in essence, good for you, basically. Linoleic acid, oleic acid, a bunch of acids. Good stuff. Omega-3, you always want some of that. Something else that I take, which used to be a bit controversial in the past, but not anymore, I would say, is this. This is basically a thermogenic complex, and thermogenesis is what happens when you eat, would be the best example. When you eat, your body temperature goes up because it's put under stress, because it has to digest your food. So these pills, I have to take 2 of these a day. It's 9 pills in each packet. These pills produce kind of a similar reaction, basically accelerating your fat loss. Now, a couple of years ago when I used to take these actually contain ephedra, which is an extract from the mahuang plant. That in the meantime got banned because apparently it used to affect your heart. So now instead of mahuang, it contains evodimine. This is basically like all-in-one supplement, really. Like it has a brain stimulant, a cortisol inhibiting complex, a thyroid complex, which I do need because my thyroid is fucked anyway, a metabolic complex made of mostly plant extracts, green tea, black tea, coffee bean, stuff like that. It's mostly plant. It's not chemical. It has like 1 or 2 chemicals. So it's like, you know, kola nut, guarana, yerba mate, raspberry stuff, just a bunch of roots and plants, really. But yeah, I have to take 2 of these a day, so 18 pills a day. Looks scary for people that aren't used to something like this, but it's what you gotta do. It's a bunch of plants. Fact of the matter is, it doesn't hurt me one bit, and if it does work, because there's a lot of controversy regarding supplements like this, but I usually stick with Universal Nutrition because these guys have been around since pretty much forever, and they're pretty quick to, like when an ingredient is banned or something, they're pretty quick to change their entire product line to accommodate like that. Like they don't stick with stuff that's banned and like other companies. So they're pretty reliable and they're a major company. So that's why I chose these guys. One of the 2 last things that I take is this. I've showed this before in one of my videos. This is basically amino acids, and it's the amino acids which you can't really get from, which you can't really produce yourself. So the pills are, I don't know if I can show you these. These are the pills. They're huge. They're a pain to swallow, but I usually grind them up and just eat them with one of my shakes or something. So it's no biggie. This is all protein pretty much, so it's not like there's no real chemicals in it. It has some vitamin B6 and a bunch of acids, glutamic acid and stuff like that. It helps if you work out. It does. Helps recovery and helps hypertrophy eventually one day. And the last thing that I take is, this is a big ass container. This is whey protein. A lot of people that don't really have a lot to do with the world of working out and bodybuilding will tell you that you don't need all this shit, you can just eat right. But it's not like that. It's not about the amount of food you eat. It's about how it gets absorbed in your body. So for example, if you finish working out, sure, you can have a chicken breast or you can have a bunch of eggs or stuff like that. But it won't get absorbed fast enough to actually work at full potential. While if you have a shake with whey protein, which is whey is a component of milk, then digestion basically gets skipped and it almost instantaneously gets absorbed in your body, and it does a more efficient job at repairing your muscles and doing whatever it is it's supposed to do. So it's not really the quantity of protein you have to have in one day or the quantity of whatever the fuck. It's how fast and how efficiently your body works with it. So that's about it. That's all I take. I don't take any sort of... There's a lot of bogus companies out there that sell all these wonder fat burners. Like if you've ever read a fitness or bodybuilding magazine, you're going to see ads. Every second page, there's like a 1-page ad for everything you could ever think of. Like pretty labels, nice Photoshop text with layer effects, people that are, you know, before and after pictures. Those are all Photoshopped. Those are bullshit. There's no pill out there that's going to make you lose weight. There's some pill that's going to slightly help you, but there's no pill that's an actual real fat burner and that's actually healthy for you. Best way to lose fat is to diet and exercise, but again, it needs a certain kind of diet. The one I'm taking is specifically tailored for weight loss, and it's been proven to work on countless people. It's officially recommended to people that have heart disease and diabetes, obesity, all of that. So it's also a long-term diet. So it's not like one of those things you see in Cosmopolitan, like lose 6 pounds in 5 days or some bullshit like that. No, this is basically reworking your entire life to eat stuff that you were taught that is bad. It's bad for you, and it was all bullshit, and it really was. And I still get to hear that on a daily basis. Like, whoever I tell about this diet, they're like, "But what about, like, you eat eggs? Like, what the fuck? What about cholesterol? What about saturated fat?" It's wrong. It's all wrong. It's crazy how much misinformation has been going around, and I don't get it. People seem convinced that the government wants their best interests, and that goes for any country. The government does not want your best interest. The government wants to make money. People's best interest comes second to a bunch of shit. But of course, nobody's gonna ever admit that, because there would be a revolution and people would be burning shit to the ground. So of course, the government is always gonna say, like, yes, we watch for your health, and like here's all these hospitals and all these diets and nutritionists, and just eat this and it's good for you, and have some cereal. But no, that's not how it goes. And people that have the detachment, and people that aren't really sheep, will eventually realize that doing good things isn't necessarily profitable, especially when you're a power like the government of a certain country. We all know what country I'm talking about anyway, so no point mentioning it. People want money. They don't want you to live long and prosper. They want to get as much money from you as possible. And just to give one example, the USDA this year has not published any studies regarding the low-carb diet and the low-carb way of eating, because even though in the last 30 years, people that have been on low-carb have been 95% successful in losing weight and getting rid of diabetes. So this diet actually cures you somewhat of diabetes, getting rid of heart problems, cholesterol, everything that's related to being overweight. But yes, the USDA has not published any of these studies, because why would they? Because people would stop eating their stupid Honey Nut Cheerios and fucking Frosty Flakes or whatever the fuck. And when you do eat that, and when you do end up with cholesterol of over 300, guess who comes in to profit off that? The pharmaceutical industry, that makes a lot of money off you taking statins that your doctor was so quick to prescribe. Because doctors in any country, including this one, they're always instructed to prescribe as much as possible, especially in America. And I know this firsthand. Like, first thing you do when you walk into a doctor's office, you leave with a prescription for like 5 different kinds of medicine. Instead of him giving you advice on how to rework your lifestyle to cure these ailments, they just prescribe pills. Oh, you're depressed? Here's 2 types of pills to take. Here are these hormones. Here's a Prozac. Here's this and that. Instead of telling you, like, you know, find a hobby, or, you know, try to meet someone or something like that. That's basically the thing that cures depression. I'm talking pills. Pills are a temporary solution that do nothing but damage long term. Especially pills of the strength that I mentioned. Psychologists or like shrinks prescribe pills after pills. Like, they're basically like pharmacy salesmen. They're not really there to listen to you, and that's how it is for a lot of doctors. Like, they'll rush to get you out of their office and sell you a bunch of shit. So yeah, that's where the pharmaceutical industry profits. So there's a whole chain of like vultures profiting off each other, but people don't realize that. People think that the truth is what's being promoted everywhere, and it's really not. It's really not, and thank God we have the internet, because this information is widely available to anyone that has the initiative to research. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't, because they refuse to undo the damage that has been done to them, believing that it's the right thing to believe, which is not. But yeah, anyway, this was week 2 update, and I'm going to keep going, definitely. This diet is fucking awesome. You get to eat bacon and eggs all day, mayo and like a bunch of yummy stuff, meat, all that. And I'll see you for week 3. To see if I've died yet, like a bunch of people have said. Like, I was supposed to die of like 5 different afflictions by now. But unfortunately for them, I do feel excellent, and everything is going perfectly well. So yeah, I guess I might die in the following week. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.